for joining me again today for another Project Live video for my Project Live Monday video series. So for today I've got this spread for you, which is from week 31 from this year. And so this week I spent essentially the whole week is still on holiday. We were in Tokyo as well as Kyoto. And so let's get started. I just stuck down that label there, which is from Dear Lizzie. It's a really old one, to be honest. So I got a sheet in my stash, but any label there, just, that would be fine. And I'm just adding the dates using my Stays On black ink and the roller date stamp, as you can see here. And the reason I'm using the Stays On black ink is because it's slightly glossy. So the sticker sheet is actually slightly glossy. And if you just use some VersaFine black ink, sometimes it dries so slowly, I tend to smudge it. And that's why I use the Stays On. Now, I'm adding the numbers. So the number stickers are actually from Calico's Documenter Kit / Project Live Kit from August 2014. So really old. From this, it's a Sandlot, I think, kit. And I am loving, going back and using random kits, to be honest. And I feel like it's, when you use random kits, it feels like you're having a new kit every time. So I've got so many kits in my stash and a bunch of them I haven't used. So I think it's really cool that I get to go and randomly select some, and then you open it up and you're like, oh, I didn't know I have this. That's kind of nice. So there you go. So next thing you see me doing here is I want to add some journaling. So I cut a 3x4, I think it was a 3x4 journaling card, or a 4x6 would be fine, just a blank journaling card. And I trimmed the excess off, mainly because the photo itself is a little bit shorter than 4 inches. So I just trimmed that off and then used my corner chomper to round the corner one more time. And now I'm just adding this piece of chipboard, which is from the Drive Story Kit from Elliot's Drive Story Kit, which says, "Go so great." And now I'm just adding some journaling. I'm just writing down, describing the photo, about the food. We're at a cafe in Tokyo, in Harajuku. So that was great. And now just underlying the journaling. Now I am moving on to decorating / adding some embellishments onto this photo here. I was actually going to go with that sheet of numbers / letter stickers. I decided against it and went with this piece of chipboard instead, which is from the Magic Story Kit, from Elliot's Magic Story Kit. And it's a blank piece of chipboard, but it's in yellow. And so I decided to stamp the word yes, which is from the Drive Story stamp, using my VersaFine black ink, stamped directly onto that chipboard, and just added that onto the photo there. Now the next thing I'm doing here is I'm just going to add something short, some journaling, just a little bit of something to tell you, to remind myself, in the future what this photo is about. So that was about an afternoon tea that we had in Tokyo, and it was at a bookshop. So we went to a bookshop, and yeah, so that was fun. And now I'm just adding this label, which is from this one is actually, I think it's from the Documenter Kit, but you can get some more of these labels if you buy the digital file from the Calico website. You can print that out and then use if you have a Silhouette Cameo machine, you can use that to cut your labels out, so you can get a bunch of them really easily. And I'm actually going to have another video coming out real soon, probably in the next couple of days, to show you how I cut some of these labels out. So just in case you're interested and you want YouTube to let you know when that comes out, please just click subscribe and YouTube will let you know when my next video comes out. And now I'm just adding some journaling onto this label here, which I cut up from the 3x4 journaling card, which I got from the Calico kit. And then I added a heart sticker there, which is also from Calico as well. And now I want to add a kind of a journaling prompt. So I'm just looking through a bunch of label stickers I've got in my stash. I went with this one which says fact, and I believe it's actually I bought this from Elliot's website, and you can buy this sheet separately now, but I believe they used to come in a story kit, but you can buy them now separately. So that's where I bought them from. So I think they're like a couple dollars and you get two sheets. So that's pretty cool. And essentially said facts or feelings, etc. So I think that's a really useful set of prompts. And now I chose this 3x4 journaling card, which is from the Calico kit, but I want to get rid of the corner, the rounded corner there, mainly because the other side of this pocket I've got non-rounded corner photos slash 3x4 card. So I decided to use the branding strip of this pattern paper, which is from the Hip Kit Club's July 2016 kit. So I cut that strip and add it down to the bottom, and just use another 3x4 journaling card to measure out the page there, just to make sure that's 3x4 in size, 3 inches by 4 inches in size. And then I'm stamping another word called says on the road, using my brand new ink called from Elliot's website. It's the Crafters ink. This color is actually called Olympia. So I bought the whole pack, so 5 colors, and I think they're $25 in a pack. But I bought it when I got the 20% off coupon when she had the Instagram celebration or something. So I bought that, and so I will be doing another video to show you. I'll be doing a video to show you how all the different colors and possibly how the ink works on a photo paper, especially the Canon selfie one, mainly because that's what I'm using here. Okay, so I'm moving on to this photo here. I see a journaling spot there, a natural journaling spot to right directly onto the photo, which is on the top of my partner's top there, the t-shirt there. So I decided to go to add this chipboard piece, which is from the Elliot's Drive Story Kit. And I'm adding some journaling using the Elliot's as well, Elliot's silver pen. So this one you can actually write directly onto the photo. And I have to apologize for the camera was a little bit fuzzy there. And now I'm moving on to the right side of the spread. And the first thing I'm doing here is going to be adding a piece of sticker here, which is from Amy Tangerine's Better Together sticker book. And I'm adding some journaling onto that using my Sharpie pen. And the reason I'm doing that is because these stickers tend to be quite kind of glossy and slightly slippery. So if you use normal pen, it dries quite slow. So if you use a Sharpie pen, it dries really quickly, mainly because they're good for writing directly on photo anyway. So, and I'm just adding some puffy stickers, which are from the Cute Girl line from Crate Paper. But I actually got this from the Hip Kit Club's, I think it's from August 2016 Scrapbook kit. And I'm also going to be adding another label sticker, which is from the Amy Tangerine's Better Together line as well. And adding just some short journaling, just essentially the location of where we were. And now I'm thinking about adding a label. I decided to go with a kind of die cut label, which I did myself. So I purchased a digital file, which is from Calico. And I cut this out using my Silhouette Cameo. As I said before, I'm going to have a video coming out soon just in case you're interested in learning how to cut these labels, and I think they're really useful. So I cut a bunch of them and then I just keep them in my stash whenever I need to use them. And I think they work really well for Project Live, especially just mainly because when you have many photos on your spread and you just want to add small journaling, not you don't have a lot to say, maybe just a little bit, and I think that's really good for just adding a little bit of kind of information about the photo. And now I'm going to move on to this photo here. I am going to use a kind of a word phrase sticker, which is from the first story kit, from Elliot's first story kit. And what does it say? It says first time together, and I thought it's kind of the first chapter, and I think it fits really well. So, and now I'm moving on to this photo here, and I am going to be adding some kind of, I want to add some journaling, but I wasn't sure how I'm going to do that, so I was just going through some label stickers, and I'm going to go with this one, which is from the Amy Tan sticker book once again. And I added it on just off the corner on the bottom there, mainly because I tend to either, if I add in the middle or I add just off to the side, just mainly because I feel like it gives a bit more movement onto the page, and that's exactly what I'm doing here as well with this label which I cut. And now I am just adding some stickers from the sticker book from Amy Tangerine as well. And I'm essentially adding that label there along the edge of the table, so you can see there. And I do that quite often, to be honest, just mainly because I feel like it's a natural break on the photo, and it means that you're not covering the area where you can choose which area you want to cover, rather than having it in the middle where you're essentially covering part of the photo where you actually want to be able to see. So, and now I'm just using another sticker from the Amy Tangerine's sticker book, and I trim off that postmark a little bit so that it doesn't cover too much of the body there. And then I added some journaling using my Sharpie black pen. And now, excuse me, I am just going to be working on this last card, which is a 304 journaling card from the Calico Project Live kit. And I'm also going to be stamp that card using the stamp set from Elliot's, which I purchased recently. It's called Messy Circles stamp set, and I use the VersaFine black ink. I was actually going to use the green one, the Olympia one, the Crafters ink called Olympia. I decided against it just mainly because there's already a bit of green onto that page, so I thought the black one would suit a little bit better. And I am just adding some journaling now. My approach with this card is to add kind of a summary of that part of the week, so you know how I felt, rather than a specific photo or a specific location or a specific meal, etc. So that's essentially what I did, and that is essentially it, you guys. Thanks so much for joining me again today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it. If you want YouTube to let you know when my next video comes out, please subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!